Hey everybody, what's up? Chaud Spieler here, and welcome to Chaud's Card Corner. Well, unfortunately, this first episode of Chaud's Card Corner is going to be a bit of a rant, because what the card game news I'm covering right now is, it's not good. I saw a few friends talking about this, and, well, I want to weigh in on this myself because, like I said, I am talking about card game news, and this is personal for me because I have dealt with some crap from corrupt judges in my time of the Pokemon TCG. And, well, I'll explain that after I read the article to y'all. Alright. Well, here goes nothing. Team Pokemon player booted from tournaments after laughing at pronoun question. One Pokemon tournament judge claims Makani Tran's laugh made them feel unsafe and uncomfortable. Yeah, it's already sounding stupid. Anyway, teenager Makani Tran detailed his disqualification from Pokemon trading card game TCG tournament in Charlotte after appearing to laugh after being asked his pronouns by a judge. According to Tran's account on social media, he appeared to have made the judge of the 6th round uncomfortable after giving an awkward laugh upon being asked his pronouns. On our way over to the stream area, the judge asked us for our preferred pronouns. I said he, him, or I paused trying to think for the third pronoun being his. As soon as I just stood there looking stupid trying to think of the third pronoun, I felt embarrassed because I was failing to think of a simple word. Due to the nerves and me being embarrassed, I let out a little laugh, just a normal nervous laugh. My response together ended up being, he, him, or, haha, his, Tran recounted. He also described a follow-up situation where the judge once again asked him and his fellow player, Alex Shemansky, for their pronouns. Tran admitted that he laughed at the end of the answer one because of his nerves. The little laugh at the end was because I was trying not to be awkward and because I was just stating the exact thing Alex has just stated. And it was kind of silly to me that in that scenario, Tran wrote. The judge apparently responded, "Okay, just wanted to check to be safe. I go by they, them, so don't be a jerk about it." Yeah, you're gonna see why I gave him that voice, because this judge is a scumbag. In other words, he's a disgrace to non-binary, and I have non-binary VTuber friends, who are some of the nicest people I know. And if they saw this, they would be furious. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if someone saw this and were disgusted by what happened here. You're about to see why. After the encounter, Tran was confronted by the head judge prior to a game who asked him exactly what he said to the previous judge. Tran explained his answer while admitting that his nerves caused him to laugh, leading the head judge to escort him off the game stage. He described, "This is where it really escalated. The head judge tells me that he was sorry and that it sucked, but I was disqualified due to Pokemon's SIC policy. I'm guessing that means inclusion policy, which that's ridiculous. At this point, I'm at the verge of tears, but I tried to keep my composure. I just couldn't understand what was happening. Was the judge just not listening to anything I just told him? Was he trying to look at my side of the story at all?" Tran emphasized his frustration at the news, repeatedly stressing that he never had a problem with using pronouns. "The amount of frustration I felt and still feel is insane. I have never been treated so unbelievably unfairly, and it's such an opportunity just taken from me for something I didn't even do. The judge said that while he believed I had no bad intentions, it didn't matter because at the end of the day, someone was offended and upset. This is ridiculous to me. I was very sympathetic for the judge. I had upset and never meant to upset them or anyone, and all the head judge cared about was that someone was upset and I caused it. I told him that I was also upset, then that he just ruined my entire trip, and I wouldn't get over this for a long time, Tran wrote. After Tran posted his account, a friend of his started a GoFundMe page to help refund his travel expenses. As of Tuesday, the fund had raised approximately $2,600 after initial $1,500 goal. But what just happened? Did y'all see that? It went black screen. What the heck? Was I just seeing things? That was weird. Well, well, might as well continue. That was weird. Anyway, excuse me, sciences. A Pokemon tournament judge named Will Post later responded to the story on Twitter, appearing to agree with the decision to disqualify Tran. Whether you agree or disagree with the ruling, Pokemon judge should not have to worry about people coming to the workplace call they're involved in a Pokemon tournament. If you think that doxing people over judge calls is the right play, go home and rethink your life. Posted in a now deleted tweet. Gee, I wondered why it got deleted. Probably because he was pulling that out of his Wahoo key. I'm not saying that word because I'm a family-friendly streamer and VTuber, so I'm not saying that word. He added, the community complains about the quality of judge calls all the time. I promise, no quality judge. The pressure of breaking even a lead role in an event to worry about the safety of professional life following an event if call goes sour. The tournament was hosted by Overload Events and did not respond to comment from Fox News Digital. The Pokemon Company also did not respond to a comment on Fox News Digital. Yeah, thing is, that judge that made that call, yeah, got completely destroyed. Let's see. And I'm gonna go to Pokemon's in response to this. Because someone I know, Andrew, was actually talking to me about it. You can tell I unfollowed them because of this. An important message from the Play Pokemon program. The Play Pokemon program is founded on the principles of mutual respect and creating a welcoming space for all players, professors, parents, staff, and spectators alike. Yes, in response to recent events, we are investigating the most effective ways to keep the community informed about significant changes and incidents concerning Play Pokemon activity. Our community and our partners in upholding the integrity of this program and to provide better support. We recognize the importance of increasing transparency and evaluating our processes. Yes. We appreciate your patience as we work towards evolving our program, policies, and this partnership. In the spirit of the game and our community, we appreciate everyone continuing to support one another with honor and respect. Thank you, Pokemon. Yes. Well, guess what happened to them? Take a wild guess at what happened to them. They got destroyed. They got utterly annihilated. It was pretty much destruction for the Play Pokemon Company here. I'm gonna go through a few just to show y'all. And let me tell you, it was not pretty. 3 ways to make things right. Release a statement directly apologizing to Makani Tran for his mistreatment. 2. Extend all expense-paid invitation to Tran to compete in another round of regionals. 3. Release updated and specific guidelines on player language and expectations. I couldn't agree more, Andy. And Kay says, love how you guys are trying to be as vague and nonchalant about this as possible, yet every single one of us knows exactly what this is about. Do better. In fact, you know what? I might title this video, hashtag Play Pokemon Do Better. and this is my post that got a lot of likes. I said, give Makani Tran an official apology and strip that corrupt judge of their title and make everything right, and give Makani Tran an all-expense-paid trip to another regionals because that corrupt judge ruins everything for that poor kid. Disgusting how you let corrupt judges win. And that's exactly what this is about. And Alan said, this is a nothing burger statement and you know that. Everyone deserves respect, but this kid who was DQ'd did nothing wrong. The judge deserves to be stripped of their position. If people judges can be so quick to lack compassion in the setting, it will make people not want to go. And you should see all the people that are calling out Play Pokemon on this. Like, look at all this. How can your sister companies be so much better than you? I mean, they at least pretend to care about their community. You show blatant disregard and even straight up hate it for us. Oh, wow. I don't know if that was anything to do with this. Now addressing what happened, just putting words together for nothing. You literally disqualify a kid for nervous laughter when asked about his pronouns. This is abuse. I've never read so much of something only for it to say nothing. I know, right? Feels almost malicious with how much of a non-apology this is. And Alan quote tweeted, this is the most nothing burger statement issued for the situation possible. Richard says, I'm sure this isn't aimed at anyone in particular, certainly not people who have a track record of being D-bags. That's being nice. Now that you've said these words, Play Pokemon, now's the time to act on them. Which they never will, because Play Pokemon only can only say it and not do it. Because they only care about money. They don't care about the player base. I am making rapid progress in the art of using many words to say nothing at all. Otto von Bismarck walked so that massive corporations could break Usain Bolt's records? I don't know what that means. Too many words to say. Y'all efforts are stupid, and allowed to judge bully a kid out of their stupid butt fifis. Eat crap. Wow. Cool. Now remove OH KO moves, one-hit KO moves, and doubles. They would have been better posting nothing. This doesn't even orbit the controversy it's meant to deal with, yet alone mention it. It's 12 lines of hot, contextless air. I couldn't agree more. This is absolutely not the correct message to give after what happened. This is particularly a canned response. The poor guy deserves a real apology, compensation, and allowed to rejoin an event, as well as blacklisting those who terribly inconsiderate and heartless judges. Which sadly they won't do that because they didn't do that back in Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. And you want to know why? Let me explain about what happened to me back then. Alright, I'm going to make this as brief as possible. But back in Pokemon Diamond and Pearl sets, I ran the Venusaur deck. Yeah, the Chlorophyll Venusaur deck, and I loved it. It was one of my favorite grass decks of all time, alongside Vileplume EX, of course. Well, it went to my turn, and I was about to get the winning KO, pretty much, because me and my opponent were having so much fun. And well, the judge came on my turn and said I wasn't allowed to finish my turn because time was up, even though the rule states that you're supposed to finish your turn when the timer goes out if it's still on your turn, which the judge wouldn't let me do it. He's like, "Oh, time's up. You have to stop the game." I'm like, but I almost had it. I have one attack left. I was about to attack and win. He's like, "Not my problem." And my opponent said, "Hey, he was about to win. What the heck? The rules state that." He's like, "The rules are the rules after all." And he was really nasty about it too. And guess what? He didn't get fired. Not from my knowledge anyway. I don't know if he got fired or not, but from what my friend told me, he still judged after that event, and well, yeah. Yeah, play Pokemon supports corrupt judges like this. And that's not the half of it. I used to be a Pokemon League leader, and well, I love teaching people how to play Pokemon, especially the younger audience, because they all looked up to me as an uncle, pretty much. I was pretty much one of the ones that they looked forward to seeing every single week. And well, since I was only able to go Saturday instead of Monday, I lost my league leader position. Yeah, because I lived like 2 cities away, wasn't unable to go anywhere on the weekdays because, you know, I lived like a couple cities away. And there was nothing I could do. I lost my league leader position, unfortunately. Even though the owner of the shop made me a league leader, specifically trusting me with that position. Well, you all know what happened then. And I also used to be a Pokemon judge. Yeah, I loved judging Pokemon events. It was so much fun. I loved this, you know, I'm going around there, you know, observing games. You know, making sure everyone's playing fairly and that nothing was going wrong. You know what I mean? Just the usual stuff. And I was very kind and compassionate about it. Well, I caught one of the head judge's friends cheating in the TCG, and I had to make a call on it. And he got really nasty with me. You know, the guy did. And one of my buddies, who was also a judge, actually said, he made the right call here. And the guy that was cheating got so butthurt that my friend told me the reason I lost my judge position is because the guy went to the head judge and got me removed. Behind my back. All because I caught him cheating at the game. And that isn't the end of it. I remember back in late Black and White, early XY, I played a Gardevoir Gothitelle deck. And I loved that deck very much. I had so much fun because I was actually a known Gardevoir player that pretty much built every Gardevoir deck you could think of before XY Gardevoir came out anyway, because, well, what happened next is really unfortunate. I was up against one of the other head judge's friends in the battle. Well, I ended up doing really good in the round. And when I went to shuffle my deck, he got so mad about me shuffling my deck, he tried calling the judge on me saying, "Hey, you're not allowed to shuffle! Judge, get over here!" And all that. And well, this guy was really nasty too. And it's unfortunate because I was always really nice there. And well, the judge actually said he is supposed to shuffle in between games. And the guy was so butthurt about it, he was pretty much cursing at me, making me feel very uncomfortable in that round, and I had to quit. Because I'm not going to play a game if I'm going to be treated like that. And, well, since after that happened, I pretty much said, if bullying and cheating is being condoned in this card game, then I want absolutely no part of it. And someone said, "What are you saying?" And I'm like, I quit. In that room, you could hear a pin drop. Because I've been with Pokemon TCG since the very start. When the very first Machamp starter deck came out. That is how long I was into Pokemon. And then I uttered the words "I quit," which I never uttered in the Pokemon TCG before. So it was shocking to everybody. And I walked out of that store. Walked out of the room. Actually, not out of the store. It used to be like a store that had two stores connected to each other. I walked out of the one where they were playing Pokemon, and I went over there and I was playing some Yu-Gi-Oh with some friends. I pretty much said I quit, sold my cards, and I sold them for Cards by Vanguard stuff. Yeah. And of course some Yu-Gi-Oh, because I still played Yu-Gi-Oh then. And yeah, that's my experience with it, and it's unfortunate. I don't blame the TCG itself. I blame the bad people that run it, you know what I mean? That's the same with these judges. They're ruining the brand. It's just gonna make Pokemon TCG look bad, and play Pokemon having an empty, contextless, pretty much response like this, shows that they don't care anymore. That they literally don't care about the players anymore. And people are gonna be like, they're gonna be like, what? If I accidentally, make a harmless joke, am I gonna get disqualified? Or basically, oh, if someone doesn't like me and they can claim they're offended, can they get me disqualified too? What's the point of playing this game if I'm gonna get disqualified all the time for that? Because people can do that now, apparently. And keep in mind, Tran specifically said to not blame the trans community. He specifically stated that. And like I said before, I have VTuber friends who are trans and non-binary too, that are actually nice people, and if they saw this, they would be furious. Especially with that judge and play Pokemon for this horrible response. Yeah. And, well, I'm sorry that this is my first episode, and sorry about this rant, but it's just really personal for me, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you, and I promise to be doing more Chaud's Card Corner episodes. Not sure what the next one will be, probably something Vanguard related. Hey, maybe I could teach you all how to play Cards by Vanguard, or what the cards mean. I could do that. It will be a big video, but I think you'll all like it. I hope. Anyway. And let me know your thoughts, everybody. Leave some comments down below of your thoughts of this whole situation. And I love responding to people. I love talking to people in my comment section. That's why we have a comment section after all. And please, just leave a comment. I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you all so much for watching. And this has been Chaud Spieler saying God bless y'all. Have a wonderful night. And take care. Bye, everybody. Hey, everyone. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Chaud's Card Corner. If you like this episode, then please click that subscribe button, as well as the notification bell to be notified whenever I upload videos. And if you like this content, then I have other videos right over there for you to click on. Alright, take care everyone. Have a great day.